Osteoporosis or bone loss or weak bones is a big deal. Over 10 million people already have osteoporosis and about 40 million more have early stages. I'm one of those people. You might be one of those people. And these risks generate a lot of fear, and those fears generate a lot of myths. And today I want to talk about 3 of those myths. But first, let's talk about what happens when you have osteoporosis. First of all, it costs a lot of money, over $20 billion a year dealing with osteoporosis. Secondly, it increases your risks of having a fracture. 1 in 3 women and 1 in 5 men are going to have a fracture from osteoporosis in their lifetime. That is a problem because if you have a hip fracture, 1 in 5 are going to be dead within a year. The risk of dying is 20% when you have a hip fracture. These are really scary things, and this fear generates a lot of myths. And so let's talk about 3 of those myths today. I'm Dr. Loy Anderson, the owner and founder of Thrive in Functional Medicine, and the first myth is that osteoporosis is unavoidable. There's nothing you can do. If you're a female, if you're menopausal, if you're of Norwegian descent, if you're thin, etc., 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 it's unavoidable. That simply is not true. Yes, those things are risk factors. They may increase your risk of having osteoporosis or having a fracture, but there are so many things within your control to turn this around, to lower your risks, to decrease your chances of having osteoporosis or a fracture. So do not fall victim to this victim mindset that there's nothing you can do about it. The second myth is that the only solution is medication. That's what the pharmaceutical industry wants you to believe because they make a lot of money by selling us prescription medications. Now, I'm not saying medications are bad, and I'm not saying that medications are not ever needed. Sometimes they are needed. But medication should be the last resort, not the first choice or the only option. Now, here's the third big myth I want to talk about today, that medications are perfectly safe and they're always going to work. This is absolutely not true. Unfortunately, most of the medications prescribed for osteoporosis do have significant risks, including the increased risk of bone loss and fractures. That is mind-blowing to me, but I do explain why this is in my free masterclass, and I'm going to really encourage you to register for that in the link down below. But the thing is, the medications are not always safe and they don't always work. That's simply the truth. So do your research, do your homework, and know this: there's answers, there's solutions, there's hope. Today, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Sign up for my free masterclass to learn more and take back control, regain your freedom, your confidence, and maintain your independence and your mobility. I'll see you in the class.